Welcome back to the Redline podcast. Justin and Matt back at it again. We got Brian here today with us.
Hey.
And Matt with us today.
How's it going?
Two of our good friends here to talk about NBA free agency with us.
What do you want to start off with?
I mean, we've been putting it off because of the Kawhi Leonard signing. So let's start with that.
Finally, he actually signed somewhere. I chose the Los Angeles Clippers, and surprise twist that Paul George being traded to the Clippers for, what was it, like seven first round picks. 7 first round picks, Gallinari, and I'm pretty sure that was it, right?
I think so.
One
Something
more
like
guy.
that.
I think it was like one more.
player.
It
was
one more
that rookie something.
It's a filler player. Like, he doesn't mean anything.
No, he's actually pretty good. He's like a good defensive player on that team. Like, they used him as a.
So he's Andre Roberson.
He's like a good role player for them.
Right. A role player. But yeah, what are you guys' thoughts on that?
I think it's a huge signing for the Clippers. Getting both of them.
Actually,
it's a good trade for the Thunder too.
There's actually a future in LA besides the Lakers.
Yeah.
That LA rivalry's legit now.
LAL and LAC.
I think next season's gonna be. I think the following season's gonna be crazy because the Celtics are gonna have more developed players now. Jason Tatum will be in his 4th year. Jaylen Brown will be in his 5th, assuming both of them are still on the same team. Kevin Durant's gonna be back with Kyrie, fully healthy off the torn Achilles.
Yeah.
And then, the
Sixers will be in full swing.
The Sixers will be full strength.
I mean, the Raptors will be terrible.
The Raptors will, yeah.
They had their good run. The championship will never go in Toronto.
Never.
Clay will be back off his torn ACL.
Clay. I think Clay will come back after All-Star break.
I think even this year, though.
But even still,
ACL, I mean...
That's what they're saying.
It does take a while. I wouldn't rush him back.
No, I wouldn't rush him back either. But I'm telling you right now that he got hurt so early, technically early.
To the season. To the new season.
Like, the next season, it's not going to take the whole thing. Durant, it might be a different story because
torn Achilles take at least a year.
Yeah. Oh, he's going to be out for a while. It's already official that he's missing the entirety of next season.
Yeah, but they said that with Clay, too, but that's just not going to happen.
I don't know. I wouldn't rush Clay back.
I wouldn't.
I think they learned their lesson of rushing players back.
But, I think, I'm interested to see, what the Warriors are going to do with, D'Lo and Clay.
That was a ballpark. That came out of nowhere.
I'm assuming they're just probably going to trade him once Clay comes back.
That was
I don't think
I'd run it with them.
Yeah, I think they'd run
because
that'd be small.
Put him at the 1.
It'd be
Curry at the 2.
Assuming they keep Draymond though, because now they have 2 max players.
Clay would play the 3. I think.
Yeah,
I think it'd be Curry, D'Lo, Clay.
I think D'Lo would play the 1, Curry would play the 2, and Clay would play the 3.
Yeah, who would play 4? Looney came back, so
yeah, Looney.
I don't know if he'd start.
I think they're going to let Draymond go and have Looney be the
because I don't think they want Boogie back.
Yeah, dude, there's no
market for Boogie
for him at all. The only team I've seen have some interest is the Spurs. And it's not even as a team; it's just the fans.
They really.
I'm surprised that we didn't go after him. It was obviously because of
we had a meeting with him though.
Yeah, a locker room cancer concern.
Yeah, he's a locker room.
Well, I mean, a locker room cancer concern, but at the same time, it's a talent league. You're probably going to get him on a really low contract. It's only going to be 1 season.
But look at last year. Look at with the whole Kyrie thing. Brian's a big Kyrie enthusiast.
I got my Kyrie.
It hurts him to hear this, but look at it last year. Kyrie had all that talent, but talent was overshadowed by that attitude in the locker room.
Yeah, but anybody will. But my point is, if he does end up being a locker room cancer, you just trade him at the deadline because it is a talent league and people want talent. If it's a low risk, high reward, they'll take him.
If no one's taking
because if it's on a
free agency, then no one's going to take him at the trade deadline. That's even ballsier.
I mean, you can always release him. You can always release him because again, it's going to be
out of it.
It's going to be you get the chance because he is that type of player where you take a chance on what did he even want, like a $2 million a year? He wanted
he wanted a veterans minimum.
Exactly, a veterans minimum. So that's I think it's
like
a
1 year. It's like a 1 year or a 2 year $4 million.
It could be a high risk though with going after that talent because of his.
Because you can always release him. That's gonna have light a fire under his ass because he's got to he's like, all right,
coming off in Achilles, he had Achilles, right? I think
he didn't have a bad finals.
Fire under his ass.
No, he did not. He didn't have a bad finals.
Oh no, he didn't. He had a
liability
great
though. That's why nobody has interest in him.
Yeah,
but
dude, you've seen him before. He goes after people. He's a dirty player. He's a dirty-minded person.
I still think you take the chance on him because he is that. He's the type of player can alter your franchise.
But
for the better.
We just signed Cantor, and I still don't. I think Cantor is a little.
Speaking of Enes Kanter, I saw this video from not the Patriots. The Celtics,
I saw it right after you did.
The Celtics. It was in the Celtics training facility, and Enes Kanter was working on his 3-point shot.
First shot as a Celtic was a three, and it just went right in.
And it went in. And
in
my head, I'm like, Enes Kanter has never been really that.
I've never seen him shoot threes. I don't know if he has been.
Yeah, he's developed a little bit of a 3-point shot. He's kind of he's better than Aaron Baines, obviously.
Baines kind of banged.
Baines.
He was very inconsistent. His jump shot, he took a step, whole step in when he shot.
I was a big fan of Aaron Baines. I was sad to see him go.
Boston was a big fan of Aaron Baines.
Yeah,
I think
especially Tommy loved Baines. Loved seeing him in the locker room all of
Australia.
I think he's a better all-around offensive player than Baines, but Baines is definitely more aggressive defensively.
I like the Enes Kanter signing.
And anybody who's a defensive liability that comes to the Celtics, I'm not concerned with because we have Brad. And Kyrie was a defensive liability, and then he actually started playing defense.
I know you guys like IT, but come on, he's 5'9".
He's gonna be resurgent in Washington.
Oh my god!
Is he
Mark
though?
my words right now.
I love IT as much as you do, but is he though? John Wall's there.
Isn't John Wall's out for a little bit this next season?
He's supposed to be out the whole season.
He's gonna run it back there. He's not gonna have an MVP candidate.
Guy slipped in the
shower. But he's
gonna
run it back. He's gonna have a good year.
I don't know why you would sign with the Wizards though. If they
wants a chance.
Look at his Twitter. Someone's
give
gotta
me a chance.
The marathon continues, baby.
Give that man
Just listen
to
IT. Give him a chance. We saw it in Boston. We gave him a chance. He brought us there.
I mean, it was a chance, but at the same time, he was still averaging 20 points a game before that.
He was given a chance
before the trade.
Before he got traded to the Celtics, he was averaging 20 points a game.
He was playing well.
Where was he again?
He was always Sacramento and the Suns. He was always a good scorer. He just wasn't that 27 a game.
Yeah,
average 28. Oh, that season, man.
That was gross.
53. I called it. My name's Brian. Just remember that. I called it. I said one more than his high.
We were all at that game.
All at that game. That game was the latest game I've ever been to.
Never been to anything like that before.
I don't know who would stay on their phone at that game, but
somebody did.
Yeah,
somebody will not be named.
But yeah, let's talk about Kemba.
Oh yeah, obviously the big free agent signing for the Celtics.
I know Kyrie's gone, but I like that Kemba.
Hey, it's all-star for all-star.
Yeah.
I think obviously. Kyrie's the better player, but Kemba's clearly the much better. Yeah, he's the much better fit. We
touched on it with the Spike King Killer Kev. He had a career year this year.
Yeah,
average 26.
He is
played all games.
I'm pretty sure he's 29.
Yeah, 82.
29. Yeah, he's 29.
Yeah, he's 29.
He is.
Yep.
He's older than Kyrie.
Yeah, he's old. He's old.
Weren't they in the same draft class though?
I don't think so.
Eighth.
Yeah. I want to say he was in the. They might have been in the same draft class.
I'm almost positive.
They were in the same draft class.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
so
he
might have been in 12.
So Kemba.
No, I think they were in the same draft class.
Regardless, doesn't matter. But I think Kemba might have either maybe a late graduation or
he probably stayed off.
Could Kyrie leave Duke as a freshman?
He did say
what?
I think Kyrie left Duke as a freshman.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, Kyrie left.
He only played 9 games.
11, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it was 11. I'm not sure.
Kemba stayed at UConn a little while. So.
Yeah.
What draft pick was Kyrie?
1.
He was the
Uno.
first. Yeah, that's right.
Damn right.
In that draft,
he was the only.
Kemba was number 11.
You know who the last pick was?
Who?
IT.
IT.
But I don't know. I like the whole sign and trade things. I
like that.
We signed Kemba and traded Rozier. Thank God he left. Oh my good lord! I just hated seeing him say, "I took the most sacrifices," and he was still touching the ball, second most on the team. No. You can literally look it up. He touches the ball
Yeah.
He's second most on the team. He averages almost like off like
I
don't
can
know what he
understand
averages.
Terry Rozier's frustration. Like, look, he takes them to the Eastern Conference Finals, 7 games against LeBron.
Yeah,
he
I get that.
He put the load. He took most of the load.
And then
But
biffed in
he
Game
didn't
7.
Play, he did biff in Game 7. He played horrible, but he didn't.
Along
he
with
didn't
Jaylen Brown.
along with the whole team. Besides
Yeah,
Jason
that
Tatum.
whole team was a no-show in Game 7.
Except for Jason Tatum, he had to give a little flex to LeBron.
Yeah, but still.
on the King's head.
He balled.
He did
Can't
ball,
tell me.
but
Can't tell me otherwise.
I think that's going to be a good fit for Terry.
He'll fit well in.
Hopefully he can click with those other guys. Like
What other guys?
He was
I feel
really
like he wasn't.
Bridges, like the younger guys on that team. I'm not talking Batum.
I view Terry.
I
view
like
Terry Rozier.
I like Batum, but I think
anyway, so.
I think Batum belongs on like a championship caliber team, like coming off the bench.
He's a shooter.
Yeah,
He
he
is a
is.
shooter.
But he should definitely come off the bench for a better looking team. Because in Charlotte, he's gonna get no one's gonna care. He reminds me of Danny Green. Like he needs to be on a championship team, a veteran that knows like the ways of the NBA, can teach the young guys a few things. I mean, I'm not saying he's bad on Charlotte, but like he just needs to get out of there. Charlotte is like the Oakland Raiders of football, like back then.
Yeah,
Like, then you go there, you're done.
pretty much.
So I saw this on NBC Sports Boston the other day. It said a potential trade was a 2020. I think it was a first. You have 2020.
Let me stop you. Let me stop you before you say this. There's no factual things about this. I was looking at it was two guys. It was two guys talking about a guy who on Bleacher Report literally just like threw that out there, a possible trade.
And
what is it?
It was a 2020 first round pick, a 2022 first round pick, Gordon Hayward for Kevin Love.
Oh, that's awful.
I wouldn't do it.
It's
I think it's horrible.
I would only do it straight up. That's literally like the only way I'm doing that.
I wouldn't even do it anyways.
Absolutely
I would.
not.
I
wouldn't do that either.
I would do it straight up because you need a power forward. Like whether you like it or not, you need a power forward. Gordon Hayward isn't going to be a power forward. He's not going to start because we're not going to put him at power forward.
Yeah, but we just signed. I don't know how to pronounce his name. That guy from the EuroLeague.
Fred.
His
give a
girlfriend
fuck
is a
about
smoke show,
him.
but we signed that guy from like the EuroLeague, and he's a big guy.
He's 6'11".
Yeah, I don't think we
Miss
need
Average
like
Al, man.
Yeah, Average Al was like our big dude,
But we need an actual like power forward.
Here's the thing with that.
And Kevin Love does provide that. Like,
dude, you know how many people play small ball now though? Like
Yeah,
you
but
can
that's-
stick.
that's
small
small
ball,
ball.
but this
the potential ESPN's potential starting lineup was Kemba Walker,
Brown, Tatum, Hayward,
Gordon Hayward,
Cantor.
Jason Tatum at the 4. And then
I
Jason
wouldn't be surprised.
Tatum cannot play the 4. They tried that at the beginning of the year and it didn't work. When they had it was Kyrie, Gordon Hayward, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, and Al Horford. It didn't work out.
True.
That's when they split. They started doing the Twin Towers.
And I'm not having Hayward come off the bench the
didn't work.
entire season. It's just like Hayward is the odd man out. And even if you don't want to trade him for Kevin Love, you have to trade him somewhere. And Brad.
Yeah, we can't let him walk.
I don't think Danny Ainge is going to do it, but that's the smart thing to do. And I know, people want to see, let's see if he can get back to Gordon Hayward. Even if he does get back to what he was in Utah. He's not going to fit. It's not about the player, it's about the fit. And if you don't fit in the system, no matter how much talent you have,
Like Boogie
it's not gonna
Cousins.
matter.
Boogie does not fit. Period.
What, on the Celtics?
Yes.
He fits perfectly on the Celtics. Do you
Bullshit!
Do you know why? Do you want me to tell you? Do you want me to tell you why? It's because Brad loves big men who can shoot. Who is Boogie Cousins? A big man who can shoot. He can rebound. He can play defense. He literally does everything that Brad Stevens wants to do. I get that he's a locker room cancer, but did you see anything about him on the Warriors? No. The only thing that was a problem on the Warriors was Draymond Green and Kevin Durant going at it. That's the only thing that was a problem. Fact.
Aaron Baines can't shoot, but Brad still liked him.
Yeah, off the
Enes
bench.
Kanter can't shoot, but Brad still likes him. That
He's
is
got a little mid-range.
Yeah,
He's got a
I
little
don't
Jimmy.
know, but Boogie on the
that's
Celtics is just an
evidence.
awful idea because Smart is a vet on that team.
In my head, I'm thinking Smart and Boogie, how would that work?
Exactly, that wouldn't work.
I don't think.
Okay,
Boogie's straight.
how is Boogie and Kevin Durant going to work out? Both of them fucking hated each other the year before. They got into like three. They got into,
how's that gonna work out? It worked out.
They got into three separate fights the season before, and then they went on the same team, and they were fine the entire season.
True.
The only reason they didn't win the championship is because one tore an Achilles and one tear his ACL.
To touch on what you just said, that Marcus Smart's a veteran on the team now. I don't want him to think this is all his team.
Yeah, true.
I don't want him.
I don't think he's gonna get the head.
I
I think he's gonna take the lead by example role, kind of like what Al Horford did.
Vincent Poirier, that was the French center.
Yeah, that guy.
25 years old, 6'11".
Yeah, he's a big guy, and back to the Smart thing. Right. I think everyone in Boston. I don't think you go up to someone and they're like, "I hate Smart."
No,
like
unless you're.
I used to say that, but that was when I didn't understand.
Unless you're not really a smart.
I hate him
shooting missing these threes.
Yeah, you see him on the offensive end.
But if you look at his heart, he defines Celtics basketball.
Yeah,
and I mean, if you're a Celtics fan, if you're a true Celtics fan, you can't tell me you hate him.
Yeah, if you watch Celtics games and you have some sort of passion for this team, and you see Smart running down the court and making a hustle play, like that's Marcus Smart. That's Boston basketball. But if you're just watching, I used to watch and see him just huck shots.
Yeah.
And I used to be like, hate this guy, get him out of here. He does. But then I started to understand the whole like hustle and make plays that don't show up on the stat sheet. I understood that, and he is a valuable piece for the Celtics.
He shows up to work.
Yeah.
He shows up to do his job.
You can see it too, because our defensive averages are like
better with him.
They're better with him.
They were drastically better with him and Baines.
Yeah, him and Baines. It was like off the charts.
I mean, I touched on this in a couple episodes ago. I need Brad Stevens to have Marcus Smart just like bring him aside, just like don't shoot threes anymore. Not even when you're open.
Dude, he had a good year for Marcus Smart this year.
He did have a decent shooting year this year from deep.
I don't have the averages right now.
But also he went on a streak where he's like 0 for 21. It's like saying Jackie Bradley Jr. is a good hitter because that 1 year because he averaged like 250, but like the only reason he averaged 250 was because he went on that huge hitting streak and then did shit after that. It's the inconsistency. If he was consistent like the entire season, like I would understand. But like he really only had like really hot streaks and really cold streaks.
One thing about the Celtics that does kind of concern me about the East this year is I think we're gonna have trouble matching up with Philly.
Yeah,
that
Philly
big lineup.
It's not even that. Big. That's going to be a defensive-minded
team. The one thing I will say about Philly, I don't know why people are saying they're a better team. The only thing they're benefiting now is literally getting Al Horford like his mind. Like the player obviously, but his mind to actually teach them how to play basketball. Because Philly does not know how to play basketball. You can't now tell me anybody on that team knows how to play basketball. It's all
the only person I'd say. Yeah, the only person I'd say knows how to play basketball is
he has court vision, but like the entire team is collective. Like Brett Brown doesn't know what the hell he's doing.
Yeah.
Like that team just like
that talent. You need to go deeper in the playoffs.
It's literally like a bunch of kids just playing like at the park.
It's a bunch of young bucks with no veteran experience. I think them signing Horford is like a huge move for them because I understood.
I don't think. Mentally they definitely gained. They're probably a better team than they were last year mentally.
Because Horford's like that.
Overall, you lose JJ Redick. He's a 17-point per game scorer that season. You lose Jimmy Butler. He's a 23-point per game scorer.
Boban and Toby, bro.
You're losing 40. You're losing 40 points per game in replace with Al Horford. I'm not saying Al Horford is bad, but you're still losing.
Al Horford can set up. Al Horford, what did he average?
Al Horford was underappreciated in Boston.
Yeah, he was very underappreciated.
He was very underappreciated.
But it's not even that.
Horford's because like he wasn't as aggressive as people wanted him to be.
Yeah, he was wicked soft the first year, and I hated that. But Horford is that center that will set you up for plays. Like he will set people up to score. He's not just a scoring threat. He averages a lot of assists. Like I remember, I forget what year it was. He had like 6 or 7 assists, like on average.
In 2016 for Boston, he averaged 5 assists.
Yeah, that's.
In this past year, he averaged 4.2.
That's decent. Like, he will set people up.
This past year, nobody was moving the ball.
Yeah.
Everyone was a do-it-yourself kind of guy.
It was Kyrie, Terry, Horford.
But
Tatum,
honestly, with
Brown.
Philly, the only thing you really have to worry about is just the Al Horford and Embiid. Simmons, unless he gets a jump shot, you don't have to worry about him.
They're so tall. Their line
I
is so
don't know.
tall. We're gonna have trouble matching up.
Yeah.
You don't, because you don't have to worry about Simmons at all. I'm sorry.
That's false,
that's
because
not
he will
true.
drive in the paint and just jump right over you. I don't care if he has no jumper. I see all these things where people are standing out at, like, they're standing in the paint and he's at the 3. If he gets a running start, I can't see anyone stopping him. But
we
Giannis and
didn't
LeBron.
stand in the paint the series we locked them up. We stood at the like around the free throw line. We stood there.
Yes, I
because
know,
that way
but
you
not
can't get
every
that
team.
hard of a running start, and you have people coming in and helping.
Yeah,
Because
but not every team has this defensive minded, like they know what they're doing. Like
Exactly.
he's
I'm
going
talking
to
about the
rip
Celtics
apart.
specifically. The Celtics, Brad will make a plan to stop Simmons because it's not hard to stop Simmons. True. For other teams, because other teams are dumb, but for us, it's not hard because we did it easily. Like he was just a complete non-factor. And Embiid and Horford are the only the two that I will worry about.
Yeah, Embiid is a menace.
He's a big boy.
Honestly,
I hate Embiid, and it's because he's so
Toronto
good.
so much.
It's because he's so good.
I was
and he's in our
laughing
conference.
so hard when he started like freaking
crying.
In the last year, he averaged his total final stats were 27.5 points, 13.6 rebounds, and 3.7 assists.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's gross.
That's crazy.
This was a career year for him. That in 2018.
The only thing is just the health. That's really it.
Yeah.
With Embiid. It's the only thing.
Yeah, I think he's over like that. The first couple of years he was in.
Well,
I get like the whole minutes
he was
and
out
stuff.
he was out for a couple games against the Nets too.
He got sick in the playoffs.
Yeah, sick is different from like an ankle or like an actual.
He misses a good amount of games.
He does miss a good
And
amount of
they're
games,
not
but
serious.
I think he's
well,
over
well,
that.
Well, they're not serious injuries. That's the thing. He just like is a bunch of reoccurring injuries. It's like. It's the same thing with Rondo late in his career. Like he just like kept getting a reoccurring injury, and it wasn't like any specific like, fatal injury. It was just like reoccurring.
But his minutes have been going up.
Embiid, that's right. That's right. Embiid's minutes have been going up. Even though
In 2016 it was 25, then the next 2 years it was 30, and then 33. So
it was 33.7.
and as soon as you give him more minutes, everything goes up.
So who do you guys think competes for the top 4 seeds in the East?
I think the 1 seeds.
Milwaukee's going to be number 1.
I think
just
Milwaukee
I don't
is
know
like the
about that.
Chiefs of the NBA.
Yep, that's very
I
true.
think
They have
Patrick
that one
Giannis
star.
is like the Patrick
They're
Mahomes.
gonna be number 1 because they put the most effort in out of everybody in the NBA. It's gonna be Milwaukee or Boston number 1 and 2, and then Philly
2.
and then a coin toss between the 4th. Honestly,
I think it's going to be
Brooklyn.
Giannis. I mean, not Giannis.
I don't even think it's. I don't
think
even
it's gonna
think
be
it's Brooklyn.
Milwaukee.
Like you added Kyrie, Kevin
That's
Durant's
number
not
1.
coming back. DeAndre Jordan.
They still have a. All right, so they made the playoffs last year with D'Angelo Russell and that same exact team. If you add Kyrie Irving and who else did they add? They added some center. DeAndre Jordan. Like that team is still good. I know some people are saying, "Oh, DeAndre Jordan, like he's not like this star."
I don't think they're 4th seed only because
Well,
you
what
never.
was it last year?
I think
you
they
never
are
know the.
four.
You never know the
I don't
injuries.
think Toronto. I don't think Toronto's up there anymore.
Yeah, Toronto's
Kawhi.
awful.
That's the
Oh,
thing.
no, they're not gonna make the playoffs.
I take
I wouldn't
Toronto
say that.
off of that list.
I'd put them like 6.
Oh,
or,
I forgot.
6 through 8.
Yeah, I think 6 through 8 maybe.
I think the seeding for the top 4 will go Milwaukee, Philly, Boston, and then Brooklyn.
I think I can see that.
I think that's
like
pretty
that.
fair.
I think those are pretty fair.
I know Boston's.
I can honestly see Philly getting the 1 too.
Yeah, I can see Philly going
Like
for
I said,
one.
I think Milwaukee.
But that bench depth now is awful.
I don't think that they have the caliber to be number 1. I think that they can definitely be up there, but I personally I don't think that they'll be number 1.
Philly?
Yeah.
I can see it.
I can see.
They've been 3 or 4 the past couple of years.
Yeah.
I think they're ready to make that jump.
I don't know if
I'm interested
know
to
if this
see
is the
why
year.
Al Horford actually
Al
left
Horford, but I don't
because
know.
it wasn't the
chasing
money.
the bag, homie.
It wasn't the money. It wasn't the money. And if it was the money, then so be it. But I don't think it
Yeah,
was the money.
that was really random when I saw the Sixers. I thought it was going to be the Mavs.
I
The
thought-
only
Dallas
thing
Dallas.
the only thing that really scares me is that like Al Horford chooses the Sixers because he'd rather go with those two dysfunctional and annoying young guys other than our two dysfunctional annoying young guys. Because I nothing really indicated that they were that annoying. It was everybody was blaming it on Kyrie and stuff, but maybe it was Kyrie and the young guys thinking they were the shit after the playoffs.
They weren't. That's why he said it. That
scares me. If you want to go to that dysfunctional of an organization, I know they have the talent, but if you want to go to that dysfunctional of an organization in Philly, other than Boston, that scares me because how bad are Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown that you want to go to Philly?
I mean, that's the thing that scares me. Getting up there, his career's.
Because he's not ring chasing either.
I think he closes his career out in Philly.
If he was ring
chasing, he would have went to LA.
Yeah, if he was ring chasing, he would have went to LA, or he would have let the dust settle and would have
and then signed with someone big. And take a pay cut too.
Yeah,
but talk about a dysfunctional organization. The Knicks missed on everyone. On everything. They were gonna draft Zion.
That was hilarious.
They had so much potential.
They were gonna
bring
KD
and Zion.
KD, Kyrie, Zion was their big three. Not one of them are on it.
They didn't land anyway.
I think they're still going to be a decent team. They're not going to be the worst team in the league. I'll tell you that right now.
Who would be that?
They have RJ.
No, it's not even that. They have young guys that are willing. They have that fight mentality. Kevin Knox.
I like Kevin Knox.
Mitchell Robinson's.
They have a lot of they have a lot of solid players.
They have solid players. Julius Randle, all those guys. They're good players.
Contract either.
Yeah, they have good futures. They have good future picks.
They have a young core.
I think they're just going to be top 10 lottery.
They will be again.
Well, yeah, this year again. But
I mean, the worst team. Who would be the worst team in the league though?
I think it's New York. I think it's going to be the Knicks.
Maybe Phoenix.
Yeah,
Phoenix
is
always
awful.
If the Phoenix miss out on Devin Booker's window of success, I'm gonna be extremely pissed because Devin Booker is he's Ray Allen. He's that guy. He shoots lights out. It's insane how lights out.
I understand that, but do you know how legendary Ray Allen is?
Did you know how legendary Ray Allen was on Milwaukee or whatever?
Yeah.
Did you? You knew he was a good shooter, did you? You didn't really know how insane he was until he was on the Celtics until he won his championship.
I don't know if I was even able to read when he was on Milwaukee, so I wasn't watching basketball. But now that I look back on it, I see what you're saying.
You hear KG won a championship, or not a championship, an MVP
with the Timberwolves.
In the Timberwolves, but you never hear anything other than that. What else did he do? He comes to Boston, then you win a championship. That's what you're recognized for, and I think if they just waste his career there, it's going to be a real disappointment.
It's not them wasting his career. He
doesn't have talent around him.
Yeah, he has DeAndre Ayton. Whoop-de-doo.
No, DeAndre Ayton's good. DeAndre Ayton's good, but they don't have a point guard to actually distribute the ball to him, and that's what they're missing. They're missing a real.
Yeah, I thought Terry was
I was just going to say that. I thought Terry was going to go there.
I think that would be.
That would be a killer.
IT should have went there.
No.
That would have been sick.
IT.
I would not want to see that legendary of a player just rot in Phoenix in those
Fair enough.
dusty dunes. What is in Phoenix? Nothing.
Heat.
Yeah,
cactuses.
Yeah, cactuses.
Cacti.
Tumbleweed.
Tumbleweeds blowing through the stadium.
Yeah.
Steve Nash.
Steve Nash is old. Dude,
Charles
he's more
Barkley.
Interested in soccer than basketball now.
Charles Barkley.
He's the worst reporter of those four.
Amari Stoudemire when he was good.
That was New York.
Yeah, that was.
No, that was the.
That was
yes,
Phoenix.
It was.
He sucked in New York. Everybody sucks.
I don't
in New
know.
York.
He didn't suck.
I mean, Goggles Amari Stoudemire.
Yeah,
come on, he was all about that.
Him and Steve Nash, though, that was nice. But him in New York was pretty good. Other free agents.
Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, the sign and trade. They send Hassan Whiteside to Portland. Jimmy Butler to Miami, and
Josh Richardson went to Philly. I think.
Yeah. I like that for Portland. They actually
I like that from Miami too.
Obviously.
I think
there's been Bradley Beal talks, and I honestly don't know what Miami could offer.
Miami?
To Miami, I honestly don't know what Miami could offer.
I don't think
I was actually reading a little bit on that Bradley Beal. Some of the I can't remember exactly what it was, but some of the like proposed ideas for trades were really, really big. Like a lot.
But he is.
I mean, he's a very talented player.
Matt, you went to that game with us. He is sick.
He's a very, very good player, but I mean, like always with all the rumors.
I mean,
like
if they're trading Bradley Beal, I think they're just gonna fully rebuild, and they're probably gonna trade John Wall, just like what OKC did.
It definitely was like one of the rumors where, like, I'm sorry to bring it back, the Kevin Love trade, the 2 first rounds. That is.
I like his idea. I like his idea of going straight up.
Yeah.
If anything,
because that's what we need more. We need a power forward now too.
We do.
I still wouldn't even do that.
But I think the Celtics.
If we're going out to get a big guy or like a power forward, I'm not going for Kevin Love.
The biggest thing about this whole week.
Why?
I agree.
Have you seen?
He can't stay healthy.
Yeah, he can't stay healthy, and he's slowly losing weight. Did you see him on the Timberwolves? He was fat, and that's why he was good.
Who made him lose weight?
LeBron. But still, he's still in that. The
Celtics.
No one's gonna be like, "Oh yeah, I want to be fat again."
No,
like
the Celtics can put him on like a freaking like bulking up plan. You don't have to be like
just
fat.
Let him hang out with Gershon.
You just have to go to Mickey D's every day.
Yeah,
but like
still,
you can put him on like like put him on fucking testosterone booster or whatever. Like you can bulk if you're an athlete like that. You can bulk up easy over a summer. Look at fucking Gordon Hayward after his injury. He literally looked like fucking.
He did. He looked bigger.
He looked huge.
He definitely was. He was.
We touched on his last episode.
But still, like Kevin Love, I don't. Ever since LeBron left, I've never seen that like Kevin Love like. Everyone was like, "Oh, this is Love's team."
Because he has been in Cleveland.
If you can get rid of that Gordon Hayward contract, and we need a power forward, I'd do it for straight up.
Honestly, but
the 2 first-round picks. That's it.
Yeah,
you're only losing a couple million off the books, and you have Kevin Love for 4 years. That's the only bad part about it, because Kevin Love's making I think it's 29, then 31, then 31, then 29.
I think the Celtics can automatically compete in the East already, but I think they need a power forward to. I mean, you think Grant Williams can?
I think he's going to be good.
I think he's going to be good.
Pick.
I don't know if he can start right away.
I think they should put Robert Williams in.
It's like Semi Ojeleye or Robert Williams.
I don't know if Robert Williams can play.
Yeah, Semi Ojeleye isn't starting.
The power forward, I can see it.
No, Robert Williams is a power forward.
I like him more as a center.
No,
well, he's not going to be
he's
center.
So athletic. He can play the power forward. He can play the power forward based on just his defense, but the way they use him on the offense.
I have been saying that Rob Williams deserves more.
I think,
for sure.
I think him and Kemba Walker on the pick and roll would be insane. He kind of reminds me of DeAndre Jordan, like his athletic ability.
Exactly, and his defense.
Like that ESPN projected lineup with Kemba, Jalen, Jason, Gordon.
It's not going to work.
If they do that, they aren't going to win. It's not going to work.
That wouldn't work.
Hayward, no.
I think Hayward would understand. I think Hayward is going to understand.
I think Gordon Hayward takes the bullet, like you said.
Yeah, Gordon Hayward's a veteran. He knows, he has to take that bullet for the not only the team but those 2 young guys. I think
better for himself too.
Yeah, better for himself. He did fine coming off the bench.
I'm excited to see how he comes back this year. I think another off season.
This is last under.
I mean, maybe we run it back this season.
So this one and the next one?
I think.
No, it was 4. It was 4 for 128, I'm pretty sure.
I think he gets this one and next season, I think. Yeah.
I mean, maybe you run it back this season and the small ball lineup actually works. I mean, who knows? But I think the only
reason... It's not going to work with Philly.
I think the only reason the small ball lineup actually worked was because Al Horford was there.
Yeah, he was a sense of... He's smaller for a center, but he was still big enough that he could compete.
Because now you can't play small ball anymore because Enes Kanter isn't that good a defensive player at all. He's never been that good of a defensive player, and I think you need help.
I see Enes Kanter as just an intimidation thing. not even like trying to be like dumb, but like I've never seen him like
No,
on
he's
the
good. No,
offensive.
he's got talent.
I like to see.
Yeah, he's got talent, but
Like,
I've never seen like highlights of Enes
What was it? I think it
Kanter
was
where
a
like
what was his contract? 2 years.
2 year,
He-
10
he
million.
can- I've seen
Him and
highlights.
Tice.
That's a good contract.
Him and Tice have the same
I've
thing.
seen highlights of him. He can run down the court. Like,
Oh, yeah, he can run.
I was
You're
very
saying-
happy to hear about that contract. Though.
I like that.
The 2 year 10
Yeah.
mil, I like that.
I think it was.
Thank God they didn't give him like.
I love his heart
garbage.
too.
Yeah,
Enes Kanter's
I
got a
don't.
heart.
I just think he has Twitter fingers, and that really just aggravates me.
No,
when
he does
people,
have Twitter
when
fingers.
people
Yeah,
go on
he's just
Twitter
a-
and
he's
they're
just a
like,
meme
"Oh,
in
look
the
at me!
NBA.
I play in the NBA." Like, no, stop.
We
Get
don't
off
need-
Twitter.
We don't need that.
Go
kind
in the
of-
workout room and start hitting the weights instead
Follow
of going
Semi
on Twitter.
Ojeleye.
Yeah, exactly. Semi Ojeleye like posts about like the Bible. Be more like him. Don't.
I think.
Don't show your Twitter fingers.
I think the thing we're gonna miss most about Al Horford is his
Lead by example.
Yeah, his lead by example in his
Yeah.
brain, because he kind of like kept everything together. I mean, you know, not a lot was together last year, but he kept a lot of the sanity together and actually, like, you know, had the young guys. You know, even when Kyrie was out, the reason they were so good, it's because of Al Horford. I mean, obviously
He
the
was
young
the
guys,
leader
like
of that
they had to, like, Tatum and Brown, like, you
I've
know.
been saying that too. I said even when Kyrie was there, I said Horford's the leader of that team,
Yep.
just because of his experience and his mind.
He wasn't.
He's-
He wasn't
he's
a
a
vocal. He wasn't a
nutcase.
vocal leader.
No, he's a
Which
Tim
me and
Duncan
Matt
type of
talked
player.
about it
Yeah,
a little
Tim
bit.
Duncan, exactly.
We said-
he has that mentality.
In the season before we even started the podcast, me and him were talking. I was like, I wish Al Horford was more of a vocal leader.
yeah.
And
Like,
he,
I
he,
wish
just,
he
like,
would.
he just isn't that guy, which is fine because he does a great job leading by example. But I
Yeah.
wish he was more of a vocal leader, and me and you had touched on that.
It was kind of weird at the end of the season. I thought he was going to start being more vocal
I
because he
thought he
started
was
getting
too.
more technicals
Yeah.
and like arguing with refs
Yeah.
over calls. So I thought he was going to like be more of a locker room presence, be like, "Oh, like man up out there, boys," because we had a young lineup. He started getting more texts, and then came out the other day. He left. I was like, "Oh, all right."
Yeah, I was
Like,
like
are you going to be a vocal leader
all
with Joel
season I was
Embiid?
hearing, oh, Al Horford's going to take a team-friendly contract and stay with Boston.
Yeah, I heard that all
do you
year.
think
And
fans are-
his dad even thought he was
Benedict
gonna
Arnold,
say- Yeah,
right in the back.
Yeah, I was more
Going to
mad
Philly.
when I heard that Horford went to Philly than Kyrie like leaving because
Well,
everyone knew Kyrie was going to leave.
I think Kyrie. I think there was a chance he stayed, and then that Milwaukee series, that was it.
Yeah, that
He couldn't
Milwaukee
come back
series
after that.
put the bow on it.
That was
No,
it.
I think ever since the All-Star break, like, he's like he
That-
he
unless-
knew
That
he knew
Orlando
that-
loss
That.
sealed it.
Oh yeah, when he
That
came out
or
and
actually
criticized
that started it. I think.
But the thing is, when like with that Milwaukee series, he was either going to do two things. I was going to give him inspiration to come back the next year and ball
Yeah.
out, or he's just going to pack his bag and leave. Hey, Kyrie's a bitch, so he packed up his bag.
He checked
and
out.
left.
I wouldn't say he's a
Yeah.
bitch, but
Nah, he's a bitch.
Nah, he's a bitch.
Yeah.
all right, fuck you. But let's swing over to the other side of the NBA. Who's running the West Coast?
Lakers.
Lakers as of now.
Lakers-
Actually, honestly,
Lakers
it's a
and
coin
Clippers.
toss. I think
I
it's a
wouldn't
coin toss
say
between
that,
the
like-
Lakers and the Clippers.
Yeah, I would.
It's one of those two.
Dude, don't be a
I have to-
sleeper on the Warriors.
As a Celtics fan,
I have to see how the Lakers pan out now.
Good. Don't worry. Good Steph Curry.
The dynasty's over.
As a Celtics fan, I am so happy that Kawhi's out of the East because that's one last thing we got to worry about.
Yeah.
and this past week, just even the playing field of the NBA.
Yeah,
West
the
is
NBA is
superpower.
back to normal.
Everything is just so even now.
Watch the ratings skyrocket. I'm telling you
They're
that
going
right
to.
now.
It's like-
Because it's not going to be like Warriors and
La-
LeBron.
la-
It's going to be
everyone's like,
LeBron
oh,
and the East again.
Warriors are going to the finals. Last couple of everyone's, oh, Warriors are going to the finals. Look, they're going to go to the finals. There's no point in watching it. Now that everything's so even, it's just a coin flip between
And they
everything.
just lost.
just-
Honestly, I wouldn't sleep on the Warriors.
Is Kawhi-
Like, I hated them, but this year, I'm telling you
I'm
right
not
now,
counting
they
them
just
out, but I'm not
they just
counting them in.
lost.
Is Kawhi
Yeah.
the best player in the league?
I'd say so.
might be.
At right now, this second,
He's in
yes,
his prime.
100%. But
yeah.
starting next year, I think the top three. It's
I
gonna
think
be
if he
LeBron,
brings
AD, or
the
Kawhi.
I think Kawhi showed his pull in the league this season.
I think if
Oh,
he brings
he did with Toronto.
if he brings the Clippers to championship, I think he's like he I think
he
he
wins
I think he
finals
pushes
MVP
I think
on
he
three
pushes
different
himself
teams?
I think he pushes
That's
himself
definitely
into
a record.
top. I
It
think
would be. He'd be the first player to ever win it on three different teams.
he pushes himself into
Finals MVP.
into what
Really?
into top 20 all time. I think if he wins a championship with the Clippers,
I-
Clippers.
I'd put him there anyways. He played with legends on the Spurs. Ginobili, Parker, Duncan, and he still won Finals MVP on his second year.
He was overshadowed in San Antonio.
He clamped up LeBron.
And he locked up Miami. There's a video, and I forget what account it was on, but it was Kawhi, and Kawhi got subbed in, and LeBron was on the free throw line. He turns around, sees Kawhi, he goes, "Fuck."
Yeah.
Excuse my language.
Pardon my French.
I'm just quoting him, so it doesn't. But
I think he's definitely up there as like a candidate for best player in the NBA.
Yeah,
I think for sure.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
he showed his poll. He showed it.
He showed everyone that he's not
and
one
just
of those freaks.
Look at how about the Clippers? Ready? So it was James Harden and Giannis, obviously 1 and 2 for MVP. 3 and 4, Kawhi and Paul George go and team up in LA.
Yeah, exactly.
The Clippers. That's huge for them.
I think that.
And good for Doc Rivers too.
Yeah, Doc's got those key players now. But I think that whole like Kawhi going to LA thing, I think that shows, and like just this year, I think that shows everyone that Kawhi isn't just a nutcase, because that whole Spurs like that year off thing, that was
everybody was shitting on him, basically.
No one knew
comparing him to what Kyrie was doing.
Yeah, they were like, oh, he's like a baby. Like, why is he sitting out? This injury isn't this long. Like, blah blah blah. I believe in mental health, like 100%. Mental health is important, and he's one of those guys that like believes in his mental health.
I don't even think it was a mental health thing. Like they were just like forcing him back when he.
If you're not happy where you are, don't take shit from anyone. Like you can leave. Yeah, he got a ton of hate for that.
Him and Popovich went out to eat and discussed little things and.
Yeah, Pop is probably like the greatest coach of all time.
Probably my favorite coach.
Yeah,
of all time.
Yeah,
love Pop.
I think in any sport it's probably like, Belichick and Popovich. Like,
yeah, that's what you think of. That's literally what you think of.
That's like when you're talking about coaches, you compare it to those.
Like I don't think about. I don't like baseball, but I still don't think of a baseball coach when I hear greatest coaches ever. I think Pop
and Belichick.
Exactly.
Belichick and
Belichick's he's got a 2-decade dynasty going.
Yeah.
And Popovich, same thing. He's always had his guys hanging around there for 2 decades.
Yeah. Like
he makes the playoffs every year.
He's such a consistent.
I don't think they've missed the playoffs ever since he started.
No, I don't think so either.
No.
There's like some crazy record, but I think Kawhi winning a championship in Toronto with Kyle, I don't show up in the playoffs, Lowry, and
he
showed up this year though. He showed up
in the last game. He had 22
points. He had I think he had 15.
Dude, I was watching that game.
I was texting you during
the first 5 minutes. I was like, "Who the hell is this guy? This isn't Kyle Lowry." Like it says playoffs at the bottom of the screen, and he has like 11 points.
I was like, "Oh."
First minute, he goes down, just bangs 3 threes in like 30 people's
when the tip off, kick it out.
Yeah,
pulls a 3, goes in. I said, "Whoa."
Yeah,
what's happening?
But him and LeBron winning, or
Kawhi.
Kawhi. Him and Kawhi winning that, I think that's a huge message.
LeBron now.
No, I didn't mean to say that, but I think that's huge for Kawhi and like his whole status and how people view him, because they're like, oh, he wasn't a bitch. He just didn't want to be in San Antonio. Like, he can win wherever he goes.
I love Kawhi. Just like him, like what he does. You didn't hear anything about his free agency thing.
When I hear people
he comes
say,
out at 2 in. I know it's a West Coast thing.
Yeah,
he's just a savage. Like I love Kawhi.
That's funny. But
I mean,
a fun guy.
2 there is like what 11, or 2 here is like 11 there. I was just like chilling in bed, just like I couldn't sleep.
Yeah, I saw a missed phone
and
call
this
from him in the morning.
Woj gives me the notification. I was like, oh shit, I gotta go on.
Woj bomb. But
we love Woj bombs.
Yeah, everyone loves Woj.
Here at the Redline.
But Kawhi going there, winning, and then leaving, teaming up with Paul George, that's something to watch. Like,
I am so excited to see that pairing.
I'm actually excited. I'm excited for the NBA season.
I'm so excited to see them.
I saw the Kawhi
even if I wasn't a Celtics fan, I'm excited for the regular season this year, because
it's gonna be a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah,
because like you said, it's even. It's gotten so much more even.
We don't have to wait. Like I remember when the Celtics played the Warriors with it at home. I think it was like.
I'm interested to see what the.
I remember seeing it.
And IT won that game. That game was sick too.
No, not that one. This year when the Warriors.
He
I remember that felt like a playoff game because the Warriors were coming in. It's like now that you think about now you don't have to say the Warriors are already in the finals, that kind of thing. It's who's it going to be, the Lakers or the Clippers?
Yeah.
Who's it going to be in the East? Sixers, Raptors, not the Raptors. Sixers, Bucks, Celtics. Who's it going to be? You actually have to watch now. Okay, Warriors won.
The complete dominance of the Warriors, it's over.
I don't think it's over because there'll still be a threat in the playoffs.
But the dominance. They could still win a championship, but it's just the dominance.
I don't think
going to the finals every single year.
That's what I'm trying to say. That they're people automatically assuming because you can't deny that's what people have been doing in the last few years. They're obviously going to the playoffs. They're always going to the finals.
No shit. It was LeBron
exactly.
and his peasants behind him marching up to the kingdom of the Warriors. Everyone knew
Oracle Arena.
Yeah, that's done and over with too. More. Yeah, no more of that. If you want to say the dynasty's over, it's over because the building's even gone.
Yeah, it died right on the court. I think that was the way to go out. That's the way to end the dynasty on their court.
No, that would have been sick if they won a championship and in that building.
Oh, I wanted Toronto to win so bad. I see all these Kawhi videos and stuff.
Yeah, it would have been cool for Toronto, obviously, to win in their home. But I think, if you're the Warriors, that's the way you want to go out. You want to go out fighting on your home court.
The dynasty is over.
I agree.
The success is not.
True.
That's how I feel.
That's well put. I like that.
Yeah, I think there'll be a threat in the playoffs.
The dominance is over. The success is not.
Yep.
They're still going to be successful.
That's pretty good.
That's what
the dominance is done. But they're still gonna hang around. They're still going to make noise in the playoffs, and they're still going to be a team you don't want to play.
That's what I was trying to get at earlier.
I guarantee you, their opening night, not their opening night, but into the season, someone's going to play them, and they're going to think, oh, they lost KD. They don't have Clay, and they're going to underestimate them so bad, and they are going to get blown out of the water.
I hope that Brooklyn and Boston open up in Boston on opening night or Christmas.
I'll be there. I'll be there. See me. Probably third deck because I'm broke, but you'll see me. I'll be there.
Today, and I said to him,
right when they release the schedule, we gotta get opening night.
I'm gonna text you guys and say, all right, we're buying these tickets. We're going, and we're heckling the shit out of Kyrie.
No. I'm wearing my Kyrie jersey. I'm gonna wear my Cavs one. I'm gonna wear my Celtics one, both of them, and I'm gonna wear a Brooklyn one over it. And every time someone says you're not a real Kyrie fan, I'm going to show them my whole array.
And then when you get jumped, nobody's going to help you.
I like the Brooklyn jerseys, though. So, the
Brooklyn jerseys are
black
right.
ones with the little color. I like those.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not to invest in the Kemba Walker jersey myself, though.
Oh, yeah. I'm still going to buy, other Celtics shirts. I'll never wear a Tatum shirt because I'm sorry, but I just think Tatum is just he trained with Kobe that one time, and he literally looks like Kobe when he goes down the court. Just dribbles, no source of where anyone is. I know you guys love Tatum, but I love Tatum too.
I think going into this season, this is going to be Tatum's coming out party, and he's
his junior year, he's going to ball.
It's coming out party. It's July, not June.
You know what I mean.
But yeah, he'll come out of his shell, not the closet.
So now I got a fun way to kind of just wrap it up here. So we'll go around the horn. Are you burning the Kyrie jersey?
To be determined.
Yes.
I know
that's
a
no.
I know you're not.
That's a hard no from me. I hate all of you. I'm not burning it.
To be honest, I was really hesitant to even buy a Kyrie jersey.
I paid hard-earned money for this jersey. There is zero chance I'm burning it.
We paid hard-earned money
for
Kyrie.
I hate Kyrie, but after I want to burn it because I've never burned a jersey, and I feel like it's just...
No, we're burning his Alex Smith jersey first.
Yeah, I got an Alex Smith shirt for the Patriots-Chiefs game. We got to get rid of that one. Get that one. The Nick Foles one. We got to get rid of those.
Oh, my God.
But maybe I'll bring those down to the campground tonight and we can burn those.
Yeah.
If I was to see Kyrie, I'd say, you know what? Didn't work out. I'm going to burn New Jersey.
I agree with that. I appreciate him as a player, but with what happened in Boston, I think I got to light up the match.
If it didn't end the way it did, I wouldn't be burning the jersey. I would keep it and say, all right, whatever. Didn't work out. Fine. But, Kyrie, you are a bitch, and your jersey is going
ruin the season. All right, come to the other side of the table. I am the only middleman here. I don't like what Kyrie did earlier. He was kind of a drama queen, and I even said it myself during the season. But I'd never burn a jersey because I paid for it. That's just stupid. Like, I'm sorry. When I see all those idiots where it's like lighter fluid and it's like, you did nothing. Like, screw you. And then lights it on fire. I'm like, dude, you paid money for that.
All right, what are you doing? Fine. Maybe I just put papers down and say, thank you. Just kidding. Fuck you.
And burn it. Yeah.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah, I was going to say that a second ago when you were like, if he didn't leave the way he did, I'd be the first one making that video. Pretending like you're going to burn the jersey, then laying down the paper. Thank you for everything you did for Boston.
I think we should just bury it.
He doesn't deserve that.
Let's just bury it.
Let's bury it.
You know what? I got a better idea. Let's just throw it off to Zakem.
Yes!
There we go.
Yes.
Perfect.
There we go.
Let's just do it. Let's cause an accident.
No. Well,
did we cross Zakem?
Did we?
No, are we today or no?
No. It's on the way. It's in Plymouth, homie.
You can tell he's from Boston.
I honestly forgot where the freaking campground was.
But my view on Kyrie leaving, I didn't like it either. But I'm just going to be blatantly honest. We've grown up in the Boston area our whole lives. People from Boston are genuine assholes. Massholes, exactly.
We got the name for a reason.
But
if no one meets your if a player doesn't meet Boston fan standards, he gets lit up.
It's not, but the thing was, it's not hard. It's not hard to meet our standards because the media sets up questions for you to look like great, and every single time he just he biffed on purpose, and that's why I'm just like, all right, you clearly just don't want to be here the entire time.
When he said, I don't know, ask me on July 1st, I was like, all right, sayonara, you fucking douchebag. Like, that was just like the melt. That Orlando game started it, in my mind. Him and Gordon beefing about that last shot. It was one regular season game. I don't think Kyrie should have got that.
Then he went to the media after and complained about Jalen. About Jason and Gordon.
But even still, I think you can see it as like a sports fan too. The young guys think whenever they come in the league, they need a reality check where I can't do this myself. I need a veteran player. That's why everyone talks about those veteran players.
I honestly thought Brown and Tatum would have had that reality check at the end of the season where they got beaten not this season, but the end of the season where they got beaten in 7, knowing that okay, we need Kyrie to get over that hump. And I think that was just I think going to Game 7 was just enough for them to say, all right, we can do this on our own. And that's just, it's not true. You need the next guy.
You need that superstar.
You need the next. Yeah, you need the star until you become the star.
Exactly.
Because you're not the star yet.
Yeah.
But
it's definitely like that with a lot of the young players coming up. Everyone thinks
they think
I'm in the NBA now.
Well, I mean, look at that.
I got drafted. This is my time.
Game 7, taking that Cavs team to 7 games, all of that being a young team, gets in their head a little bit.
It honestly ruined us.
I just took LeBron to 7. Who the hell is going to stop me?
We were 1 game away from the finals.
I honestly think that us winning against Milwaukee in Game 7 ruined the following season. Because then all of them got a huge head after that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
all of them got a huge head. We had to have gotten beaten right then. It was a great run. I enjoyed watching that team. I had so much fun watching that team, but it's gonna ruin us in the long run, and it did ruin us in the long run. And then next season, Kyrie doesn't want to be here.
Here we are.
Yeah, here we are now. Hopefully, we can run it back this season. Everything's gonna be fine. But. We'll have to see. Kemba Walker is definitely a much better leader than Kyrie.
Doesn't have as much talent, but it's said many times he's better for Boston.
Yeah, he's a better fit.
Celtics.
But I think that's gonna do it here.
That'll do it. I apologize for all the swearing. Kyrie's a sensitive topic. We're all diehard Celtics fans. And Kyrie's a touchy subject. So sorry about that.
Kyrie, if you ever listen to this, I love you.
Yeah.
So,
no burn Kyrie jerseys over here.
Thank you for Brian and Matt here joining us.
Hey, no problem, man.
Thank you for having us.
We had a good time sitting here talking to you guys. So.
Hey, next time maybe we'll bring Sawyer. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, all right.
Well, thank you for listening. We'll catch you guys later.
See you.
Bye.